So guys, today we had another volatile expiry, and those of you who traded today, I'm sure they know what I'm talking about. But let me first give you guys a context, right? So that you can understand where, how the day started, and then we can appreciate better how the day actually ended. Okay. So this morning when we woke up, the previous day was, the market was closed, our own market was closed because of the Shera. So we were catching up to the global cues, right? So the biggest global cue that we had was from the US market, which had gone up 2 days in a row. So more than 2% on the first day, more than 2% on the second day, and on the third day, it had a very minor fall, barely 0.14%, right? So these kind of global cues, they suggest bullishness. So you would expect the bullishness to continue in the subsequent days, right? Similarly, when we saw the morning, in this morning, the Asian markets, they were also doing fine. They were also very bullish. Hang Seng, the reason it is down 0.42% is that because the previous day it was up 5%, right? For a market to be up 5%, it's a big deal. So the point I'm trying to make is that the global cues were extremely bullish this morning. And if you see our own market, we had a gap up, right? So we had a nice gap up on Nifty. And after the initial volatility, it seemed like the market was ready to make a move on the upside. And I myself had a bullish bias, and I talked about this morning with my team as well, that I would be willing to create more long positions if I get a dip. And I got the dip and I built some position here. But then again, the market has a will of its own, of course, and this move hit the stop loss of some of my put options, and again I built some positions, put options, and some of the stop losses got hit this time. So eventually I ended up making money from the call options. So as you can see from the screen, that most of the day today I was sitting on a loss, right? I had some green in the morning, but most of the day I was sitting on a loss. And it's only in the second half that when the time decay really kicked in, and when it's the options started to lose value, that's when my portfolio came in the green, and I was lucky enough to close the whole day in a green. But it was not an easy day, and I will say that it was even a harder day for Bank Nifty traders, because Bank Nifty at one point looked like it was going to break out and it was heading much higher. So those people who initiated long positions later in the day on Bank Nifty, they must have gotten trapped, because throughout the day, rest of the day, this Bank Nifty just kept coming down, and no matter how many adjustments you will do, you most likely end up in a loss, right? So either way, it is what it is, right? That's what expiry days are all about. It's all about anticlimaxes. It's all about our traders, test of a trader's skill of how much are you going to keep adapting versus how much you are are you really married to your views, or are you open to look at the market the way it is really is. So it's easier said than done, guys. It's really easier said than done. At some point, when somebody shows you the chart at the end of the day and tells you that you should have bought here, you should have sold here, you should have shorted here, you should have covered here, they are extremely simplifying the story for you, because in reality, when the chart is being formed, the story is completely different, right? So anyway, if you survived a day like this, congratulations. Even if you did not, you had a bit of a loss. I don't think you should feel bad about it, because it was a tougher day, especially for Bank Nifty traders. So I'm hoping that this is just one of them. But still, I think my bias is still on the long side. Today was definitely sort of a down day, but given that the Bank Nifty is still very bullish on the daily charts, and Nifty IT is also showing signs of moving up, and given that next week we are starting with the earnings calendar, I'm expecting the market to at least hold on to 17,000 and hopefully build on top of that as well. But let's see what happens from tomorrow onwards. But yeah, today I'm just glad that the day is over and I'm taking home some profits.